My name is Ahnalies and I am the Georgetown Clubhouse Unit Director. Today we are going to be learning how to build paper houses. A tip is that you're probably going to need to go outdoors so that you guys don't make your houses messy. Things we're going to need today are a pair of scissors. These are our outdoor scissors. I went ahead and grabbed those. We're going to need some paper. Any paper will do. Colored paper is preferred, but if you have white paper, you can always color it to your desired color. And I have some crayons here for decoration so I can make my windows. Any color crayons will do fine. I also have a paintbrush and some white glue. If you have regular glue sticks, that would be fine. If not, go ahead and use this white glue. The first step is you're going to make the sidings of your house. So I'm going to go ahead and cut those to show you what those look like. A tip to make sure that your guys' houses are level is to fold the paper along and then cut it. Now that I have those papers cut, I'm going to go ahead and put those off to the side, and we're going to focus on our base. You're going to want to make the base a little bit bigger than one single sheet of paper. I'm going to go ahead and use two, and I'm going to use my glue and my paintbrush to put those together. I also have this green paper right here, which I'm going to use to make grass. So mine's actually going to be 3 sheets long. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and paint along these edges right here. Not the whole paper, just along the edges. And we're making that base or the foundation for your house. Go ahead. So I'm going to, and you do not have to do this, but I'm going to go ahead and fold this piece in half, hot dog style. And I'm gonna glue it along this part right here, and I'm gonna keep that other half intact. So once again, I'm just using the glue right along the edge right here. And then I'm gonna go ahead and have the open side on the outside. I'm gonna go ahead and stick it to that paper. So now that we have that base all set up, you're gonna wanna figure out where you want your house. I'm gonna use my house as my inspiration for this. So our house is here, we have a pool here, and then we have grass. So I'm gonna go ahead and mimic that. You guys can mimic whatever you guys want, or you guys can follow along with me. This next part, you're going to take your sheet of paper that you've already cut out, and this is really important to make the foundation. You're going to fold right here. And you're gonna do that with all of these papers. Once again, you wanna line them up and fold along the same part. So we have this one right here. We're gonna fold it just like that. And it's okay if your paper rips because this is not an important part. Okay, stop. Okay, so now that we have our papers folded, just right here at the bottom, we're gonna go ahead and flip them over. And this is going to be the outside of our house. Now you're gonna wanna come up with design so that you can make your house the way you want it. I have 2 blues and 2 oranges, so I'm gonna go ahead and spread them out. It's also a little windy, so you might need to grab some pair of scissors to put on your paper or a cup to set on it. So now you have to pick which wall you want to be the front of your house. I really like this orange color, so I'm gonna go ahead and make this the front of my house. So now that you have all of these papers lined out, you're gonna wanna pick which one to be the front of your house. I really like this orange paper, so I'm gonna go ahead and use this one as the front of my house. I'm going to create a door, and it doesn't have to be perfect. You guys can grab rulers if you want them. My door has a little window here at the top that looks like this, and a doorknob. My house also has windows. I'm not gonna put a bottom on here, and you'll see why in a second. So on the other side, I also have a window. So you'll notice that the windows do not have a bottom on them, and here's why. So I am going to put little flowers near my window. I'm gonna use this orange one here because there's orange flowers. It's springtime. All right, and now I'm gonna take this green crayon and I'm gonna fill in that empty space And now you have a little planter box. So I'm going to go ahead and repeat this same process for the rest of these. I'm going to put in some windows on the side of my house, a back door, and another set of windows on the other side of my house. Okay, so now that I've gotten all those pieces colored, I'm going to go ahead and start building my house. So this part right here that's folded, you're going to want to put glue, and if you have a paintbrush, I like the paintbrush because it only adds a little bit of glue at a time. You're going to go ahead and paint this edge with the glue, or if you have a glue stick, glue sticks work perfect. I just do not have them. The front of my house is going to be right here, and I'm going to put it just like that. I'm going to go ahead and repeat this process for the rest of the sidings. When you get to these parts right here, you want them to overlap on top of each other. So that's the only tip I have. So now that all the sides are glued, just like this right here, we're going to put our sides up and add a roof. So I'm going to cut to that in just a second. We're now going to build the little joiners that connect the sidings of our house. So you're going to need a piece of paper and scissors again. We're going to go ahead and cut. They don't have to be perfect because they go on the inside. We're going to go ahead and cut our strip of paper. I'm going to slide it under here because it's a little bit windy. And now we're going to cut 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. And the next step is you're going to take them and fold them in half just like that. And then you're going to take some glue and paint either side just like that. Make sure you guys are using the outside fold. So if you're making a book, you're going to paint the outside of the book. You're going to go ahead and connect it onto this piece right here. Hold it for a few seconds. And then you're going to bring the other piece up and connect it as well. And we now have a joined wall. I'm going to go ahead and repeat that same process for all of the sides. Now we have all of our joiners on our house. Now we're going to build a roof. So now you're going to take a blank, now you're going to take a blank piece of paper just like this. You're going to go ahead and fold both sides just like this. Folding them inward. Doesn't really matter how far in you're going to go. And then you're going to take your paper and you're going to join those two edges together and fold right down the middle. So now that our paper looks like this, you're going to make sure it fits on the top of your roof. So we're going to do that by taking our house and joining those little pieces on the inside. It should look something like this. Make sure it fits, and it does. So I'm going to go ahead and take this glue here, paint it once again right along this edge here, and glue it to the house. I'm going to repeat this process with the other side, and I will show you the results. So now that I have the roof on, it looks something like this. We do have these holes here. I'm not going to go ahead and put anything there, but if you want to, you're more than welcome to. I'm going to leave mine so I can see all the way through. But this is what the finished house looks like. And now we're going to focus on the backyard. So now that I am in the backyard, I'm going to go ahead and take that paper that we folded in half here, and I'm going to cut it just a little section off, just like this. And then I'm going to fold this piece into itself right here. And I'm going to create grass by cutting down and cut it however many times you want, making sure not to cut the table. And then I'm going to take it and scrunch it up just like that. And now we have grass. I'm going to repeat the same process on this side over here. So now that I've done creating my grass, I'm gonna go ahead and build a bench using the leftover pieces of paper that I have here. Using these scraps, I'm now going to build the bench. I'm gonna go ahead and cut out the pieces I need to build a bench. So give me 1 second and I will have all those pieces for you. So now that I've cut these pieces out, I'm gonna go ahead and have these 2 pieces that are the exact same length and a rectangle of sort. I'm gonna take the rectangle and fold just the top part up just like this. Not equal, but just like this. I'm gonna take these little strips and I'm gonna fold them into 3 equal parts. Going here, boom, just like that, and then folding the other one into it just like that. I'm gonna take these and I'm going to glue it to the bottom here. I'm gonna go ahead and repeat the process on the other side. So now that I've glued our feet to our bench, I'm gonna go ahead and fold it just like this so I have something to glue inside of my grass here. So I'm gonna go ahead and just fold the very end, and it doesn't matter if it's equal, just as long as you have a little fold there. Now I'm gonna go ahead and paint the glue onto the bottom of the bench here, and then I'm going to take it and put it, I'm going to take it and put it right here inside my grass. Now my grass is a little bit tall, so I'm gonna go ahead and trim it. So like I had said before, I have a pool in our backyard, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab a crayon and I'm going to go ahead and draw my pool, and it looks something like that. And here is my pool. You guys can go ahead and add whatever you want to it. You can add more chairs, you can add a couch, you can add all kinds of different things. Really excited that we got to do this today, and I'm looking forward to the next time that we can do this. Bye guys.